Good morning. And I'm just going to be brief because I wanted to make a post before it gets away from me. And again, I'm going to be brief. This is about T.I. I'm going to just let this rip. This is about 50 Cent, T.I., Tiny, and King. I have been watching what's going on, starting with that picture that 50 Cent posted where he didn't even say a word, and then everything turned into wildfire. And I'm here for it. Healthy beef, I'm here for it. The world is changing. The tide is turning, okay? And we're starting to see things that we didn't know before. I'm not realizing just how insulated. I mean, I know that Hollywood and places like Atlanta and LA and shit like that, I took for granted how insulated these places really are. That their mainstream, to me, it seems like it's just different from the mainstream. We can't be living in the same world. Because if we were living in the same world, King, T.I., and Tiny, we would have drew the line when you all started tampering with the dead. Ain't no fucking excuse for that shit. Keep your beef among the living. Don't beef with motherfuckers that you think can't get back at you. Because let me assure you that you thinking wrong. And that's what led me to make this post. You took, a healthy beef between two viable men. You should have stayed out their fucking business. You should have let T.I. defend his wife. Now, yeah, if you wanted to come on and say a few things about your mama, yeah, that's fine, but you're taking it too far. Tippering and tampering around the cemetery, putting images on T-shirts of people that ain't done shit to you. But I'm going to have to absolutely draw the motherfucking line at smoking that goddamn Jack Pack. Nigga, little nigga, you little light and bright nigga. I could go the rest of my motherfucking life if I never see your face again. Do you see yourself? Again, which leads me to my original thought about how insulated are these places. How insulated are these places that you don't know that what you're doing is wrong? How insulated are these places where your parents can't stop you? And then recently I did see T.I. come on and say, that he didn't want things to progress this far. And that he was against the whole thing and that he had really had enough when he saw the picture on the T-shirt. No, I don't think you had enough. Because if you had enough, you'd have yoked up on your boy, or you'd have pulled back the resources that he was using to get these things done, T-shirts and Jack Packs, and had a nerve to be sending that shit all around wherever to whoever wants it, making a profit off of it. Okay, King, you on your own. You on your own. The shit that you doing, T.I. can't help you with. Your mama can't help you with. That AR-15, it can't help you with. You done built karma for yourself. I'm serious, you have built karma for yourself. Stack by stack, level by level, you have built karma for yourself. And unless you make amends and with your intentions good, you're gonna pay for that shit. It's gonna find you. That karma gonna find and squat all over your ass. You better find it somewhere within yourself, and you better do it soon. To fucking make amends and to ask for forgiveness from whoever's willing to fucking give it to you. I even saw where NLE Chopper came out. He said some terrible things about that little baby boy. Which, again, I don't be knowing what's going on. Y'all are insulated. I know what I was seeing, what was going on with the little boy, but I'm happy about what I'm seeing now. And I like how he came on and was talking to Krishan Rock. That is what accountability looks like. Man, he was accountable. He was articulate. I don't listen to his music because that's not my age bracket. That's not my generation. But from here on out, if I see his image, I will stop. I ain't going to no concerts, but if it's something else that I can support him with, then yeah, I'm going to do that. Because that's what this world is turning into. you gonna have to stand on the business. Ain't nobody just gonna be giving you nothing no more. Ain't nobody gonna be giving nobody nothing no more because ain't nobody gonna have it to give. You're gonna have to earn that shit. And what you doing? You out here earning bad karma. Instead of trying to figure out how to build your family up. I see what you're doing, Buddy Red and the candles and all that stuff. But that shit ain't gonna mean nothing if ain't nobody fucking with you. That ain't gonna mean nothing if everybody can look right through you and see that your spirit is fucked up. That ain't gonna mean nothing if anybody wanna do business with you because everything you touch, it crumbles. And King, you are running that direction very fast. Where everything, until you find it in yourself, until you like really inside understand and see and feel what you did wrong, I think you're gonna have hell to pay out here in this world. The fuck is you doing? You know, people live long, hard lives. Living ain't easy, Insulator. You taking for granted that we all living like you. Living is hard. So if a motherfucker managed to do it without hurting anybody, without going to jail, without, compromising their soul, and they managed to get laid, the rest motherfucker, they expect to stay there. They don't expect to see your lightning bright ass coming because you mad. Shit. I'd rather you went and offered up a fade to some motherfucking body than to go tampering around with the dead. Okay? That shit was 50 Cent and your dad. They are peers. You had no business getting in that shit. And you know what? If I was Marcus, is that his name? If I was 50 Cent's son, and I really wanted to get back up in his graces without having to lick too much ass, I'd bring your fucking head on a stick. And I mean that. Anything else I want to say? Buddy Red, that music good. That music good. Why the fuck couldn't you release that shit before this started? Because too bad that it's just never gonna be. It's never gonna do what it could have. Because of the umbrella under which you releasing all this nonsense. Buddy Red, why didn't you do 2 quarters ain't 50 Cent? Why? You had that in you. You should have did that shit. You should have put another hook on it or something. That shit like that. That shit like that. I mean, I like what it's doing for the old heads, but it's these young motherfuckers that's getting up in here, turning a little puddle of water into a motherfucking tsunami. Pat, I'm gonna be making another post about Clarissa Shields and Papoose. Again, I don't really want to. I like Clarissa Shields, and I love Remy Ma, and I love Papoose, but I'm just so sick. And I'm absolutely so sick of Pap upstairs and my man. I don't even follow her, and that shit be coming up on my shit. So we're gonna have to talk about that. But Pap, I saw you in the car firing off on a 50 Cent? I think it was 50 Cent you was getting. Man, you was spitting fire though. Whoever it was that I hope they took cover. That was some good stuff. King, that's how you do it. You should have came back lyrically. Fuck are you doing? Tampering with the dead. Huh. And I bet you're gonna now be trying to go and get this shit off of you and probably just gonna make matters worse. You better get out of that bubble that you're living in. And just like we be finding celebrities that we trust and that we can get behind what they dealing with, you better find some lay people out here that you can get behind. Trust what they say. You did the wrong thing.